Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Times of Ummah. Today's first news update is coming from Turkey, where Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu has visited Saudi Arabia amid Israeli genocide of Palestinians is at its peak. Cavusoglu arrived in Saudi Arabia for talks. His first trip since Jamal Khashoggi murder in Istanbul worsened relations between both countries. Jamal Khashoggi was killed in Turkey inside Saudi consulate. After that, Tayyip Erdogan said the order of killing Jamal Khashoggi was from senior Saudi officials, which later United States disclosed in an intelligence report that was Mohammed bin Salman. The most important thing is that visit comes amid Israel has started air raids on Palestinians, so maybe it wanted to do something because Turkey is really serious with Israeli violence. Further sources said it will include further development in the sales of Turkish armed drones, which they said was requested by Saudi Arabia because Saudi needs it. Cavusoglu wrote on Twitter in Saudi Arabia to discuss bilateral relations and important regional issues, especially the attacks at the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the operation against the Palestinian people. His visit comes after Erdogan talked with Saudi king last week, but there were no details about what they discussed. A senior Turkish official said the trade embargo and the conflicts in Syria and Libya would be also discussed with the Saudi Arabians. A Saudi request for Turkish armed drones may also on the agenda. Erdogan said in March Saudi Arabia sought to buy Turkish armed unmanned aerial vehicles. Several countries have shown interest in the drones, which were used in conflicts in Syria, Libya, and Nagorno-Karabakh. There were talks between Turkey and Egypt also held to normalize bilateral ties, which was in strain after Al-Sisi take over the democratic government. Today's second news update is coming from Afghanistan and United States, where the United States has welcomed the Taliban's declaration of 3 days ceasefire in the country, which will start from first day of the Eid to the third day. The United States State Department spokesman Ned Price said, "We welcome this announcement and any move that allows the Afghan people a reprieve from violence." He said, "We urge Taliban to extend their ceasefire and order a significant reduction in violence." Recently, violence has erupted in Afghanistan and Taliban has started its deadly attacks against Afghan security forces and have took control of several areas. That's why the United States has been calling on the Taliban to end attacks against the civilians and Afghan government, police and military forces as United States and NATO troops preparing to withdraw from the country by September deadline. The United States Special Envoy for Afghanistan wrote on Twitter, "The United States is also urging Taliban to agree to a permanent ceasefire and political settlement to end the violence." And here I also tell you that Taliban has strongly rejected and condemned the bomb blast several attacks that held in Afghanistan, that held in different sides of Afghanistan. There was the Pakistani Army Chief and Director General of ISI have also visited Afghanistan and met with Ashraf Ghani. A Pakistani military statement said, "We will always support an Afghan-led, Afghan-owned peace process based on mutual consensus of all stakeholders." The whole world and especially the NATO allied countries thinks that Pakistan can influence Taliban to come for a political settlement. But Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said Taliban takes their own decisions after what their Amir decided. Today's third news update is coming from Palestine, where more than 700 Palestinians have been wounded by Israeli aggression in the past 24 hours. The Hamas has fired 300 rockets on Israel, which Israel has said it killed 2 Israelis. Hamas launched their attacks after 26 Palestinians were killed by Israeli army. There was Israeli police stormed the compound on Monday for a third consecutive day, forming rubber-coated steel rounds, stun grenades, and tear gas at Palestinian worshippers inside the mosque in the final day of the holy Ramadan. 9 of the deaths were children, and that's compelled the world to react. But when a reporter asked from the spokesman of the State Department that, "Do you condemn what Israel did in Palestine?" he did not answer and said there is no information about. The reporter once again asked if Israel killed these, would you condemn it? Their viewers, he did not answer, and you can just know now that how much really United States protects human rights. The later United States government invaded Afghanistan saying Taliban violating women's rights, but now they can't even condemn the Israeli brutal violence. The whole world condemned it, but some countries like United States are silent because they are under the strong influence of Israel. Dear viewers, if you want to watch top news of the day, please subscribe Times of Ummah.